means it is a concept by which an object behaves differently in different situation. An object behaves differently in different situation. And for example, you'll be having a plus symbol. So that plus symbol can be used to add two integer, two double value, and two float value. It depends on time, it depends on the data which you are passing. The same operations perform differently in different situation. Okay, so here what we are going to see now, we are going to have objects, and that objects refer to different method in different situation. We are going to have a one object. That object is going to refer to different methods in different places. So same object behaves differently in different situation. First time same object will be used to call one method which is available in one class, and then same object can be used to call the method which is available in another class. Okay, so based on the reference it is having. So as a whole, polymorphism means an object that behaves differently in different situation. One time it calls a method in one class, another time it calls a method in another class. And there are two types of polymorphism. One is compile time polymorphism, or we can say that as a static polymorphism. Second one is runtime polymorphism, or otherwise we can say dynamic polymorphism. And in these two cases, in the case of both the compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism, and we are going to see example there. What we are doing now, we are doing method overloading in the case of compile time polymorphism, and we are doing method overriding in the case of a dynamic polymorphism. So what is method overloading? So as I already told, method overloading means in the same class you will have the many methods with the same name. In one class you will have a many method with the same method name, but there is a difference in the parameter. That is method overloading. Same method name is there in more than one place, that is within the same class. That is known as a method overloading. And second is a method overriding. That is for a runtime polymorphism. What is a method overriding? It means that same method present in more than one classes. Same method present in a superclass as well as in the subclass. So that is known as a method overriding. If a method, same method is available both in the superclass and in the subclass, then it is known as a method overriding. You should know the difference properly. Method overloading means in one class, you will be having many methods with the same name. And method overriding means same method present in both superclass and subclass. And these two type for these two type of polymorphism, we are going to see an example program. First, we are going to see about a static polymorphism or a compile time polymorphism, and how can you implement a static polymorphism or the compile time polymorphism now with the help of a method overloading. As I told, a single class have more than one method with the same name, but there will be different in the number of parameters. Okay, and here it is an example that I already executed in the previous class. Addition is a class that has three methods. Add method. Here is a first method, add int a comma int b. Here method name is add, return type is void. It has two parameter, int a and int b. So here I am finding some of those two variable a plus b. And then you see another second method. Here also the method name is same, add, and return type is void. But you see here the number of parameters are different. Here it is having three parameter, int a comma int b comma int c. So method name is same, but there is a difference in the parameter. Okay, and the third method, you see the third method here. So method name is add. It is same as it was here. And it has two parameter, but both are double type, double A comma double B. And here also I am going to find some of those two number. So same method name and with different parameter. Here I am having two integer, here three integer, here two double value. Okay, so this is known as method overloading and it is a static polymorphism. Okay, so which method to be called, that will be determined at the time of compile time. Static polymorphism, the method which to be called will be determined at the time of compile time. Which method to be called, that will be determined at the time of compile time. And here I am having another method, another class demo, and here I am having my main method. Within the main method, I am creating an object of addition class. So how to create an object? Uh, Class name space object name is equal to new class name of, and a1 dot add 4 comma 7, a1 dot add 50 comma 30 comma 60. So when I call add method here, I am sending only two parameter 4 comma 7, two integer value I am sending. So it will go and call the first method which is there in the class addition. And when I am calling the second time, that is a1 dot add 50 comma 30 comma 60. So now I am sending three values, 50, 30, 60. Three values are integer. So it will call the method second method which has three parameter. And third line, a1 dot add 32.5 comma 12.5. Here I am calling the add method with a two double value, so that it will call the last method which is available in the addition class. Okay, so this is static polymorphism. And the next one is a dynamic polymorphism. So dynamic polymorphism, you can say that it is a dynamic method dispatch or runtime polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism. So as I told, dynamic polymorphism means method overriding. Same method will be present both in superclass and the subclass. When a method in the subclass has same name and the type signature means number of parameter and the return type, everything. Type signature as a method in its superclass, then the method in the subclass is set to override the method in the superclass. So same method with a similar method name, return type, number of parameter, if it is present in both the superclass and subclass, then it is known as a dynamic polymorphism. So we are saying a method which is present in the subclass is overriding the method which is available in the superclass. And we will, other name for that is a dynamic method dispatch. So dynamic method dispatch is a mechanism by which a call to a overridden method is resolved at runtime rather than compile time. So which method to be called, that will be determined only at the time of a runtime in the case of a dynamic polymorphism. So name is the same. Whatever the name they are asking, you have to give the same definition and same example program also. So the way in which they are asking, if it is a dynamic polymorphism, you have to give the same definition in some different format. They are asking dynamic method dispatch. The concept and all same in all the cases, but the way of giving an answer is different. Okay. So here is an example of a dynamic polymorphism. I'll be explaining one by one, that is class by class. So here I am having a class shape, okay, and I am having two variable, double dim1 and double dim2, and I am having one constructor. And as I told, constructors are used to initialize the object. Constructor name and method class name should be same. Constructor should not have any return type, but constructor can have parameters. So it is a two parameterized constructor. So A and B value you will be passing. That A value is assigned to dim1, B value is assigned to dim2. And I am having a method double area method. Shape now here, shape means it is in general. We don't know what is the shape of an object and all. So what I am doing here, system.out.println area for shape is undefined. Without knowing the shape of an object, we cannot determine the area of an object. Okay, and return 0. So this is the statement. Is there any doubt with this class? Here I am having two variable, one constructor, one method. So I am going to have another class. It is going to be the subclass of a shape. There also I am going to have this method. This method is going to be overridden in the subclass area method. Is there any doubt? Shall I proceed? Say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
So here I am having a class rectangle. Rectangle is a class that extends shape. So shape is a superclass, rectangle is a subclass, and I'm using the keyword extends. It means it is extends is used for inheritance. So rectangle is inherited from a shape. So I'm having a one constructor here, rectangle double A comma double B, and here I'm calling the superclass constructor, super A comma B. So there are two main purpose of a super. Super keyword can be used to call the superclass constructor, and super keyword can be used to access the superclass members of a superclass. Here I am calling the superclass constructor. Okay, so in the superclass shape, that means I am calling the constructor which is there in the shape class. There I am assigning the value dim1 is equal to A. You see, in this constructor will be called. Here I am assigning the value dim1 is equal to A, dim2 is equal to B. And then I'm defining the area method. You see, double area, it is there in the superclass shape, as well as I am defining in the subclass rectangle. So here it is area for rectangle. So I am returning dim1 comma dim2. Sorry, dim1 into dim2. It returns dim1 into dim2. That is a first like a LB like that. So one first side value is there in dim1, second side value is there in a dim2. By multiplying that, you will get a area. So I am overriding that method here. And you see here, I am having another class triangle. Same rectangle or triangle, there won't be any difference. Only there will be change in the class name and the formula in which you are calculating the area of a triangle. Okay. So triangle extends a shape. Triangle is a subclass of a shape class. Okay. And I'm having a constructor. There I'm calling a super A comma B. It means I'm calling the superclass constructor, which is a superclass for this. Shape is a superclass. I call the constructor which is there in the shape class. And then I'm defining the area method. Here also I'm doing method overriding. Method overriding, double area. So what is the formula for finding area of a triangle? Half BH. So dim1 into dim2 divided by 2. So in the previous case, we have defined three different classes. One is a shape class, other one is a rectangle that is extended from a shape, other one is a triangle which is extended from a shape. Okay. Now, what we are going to see now, we are going to create a class shape demo, and here I am going to have my main method, and I am going to create an object of my super class. So object of my superclass is S1. Shape S1 is equal to new shape of 10, 10. And then I am creating an object of a rectangle. I am creating an object of a triangle. So, okay, S1 is an object of a shape. R is an object of a rectangle. T is an object of a triangle. And then now I am creating one reference object, shape S2. Here I have not used new and all, Whenever I am going to use a new, that time only memory will be allocated for an object also. If I am not using new, then memory won't be allocated. Here, just I am creating reference object, shape S2. S2 is a reference object. Now, I am going to use that S2 to point to S1. S2 is equal to S1. Yes, now S2 is referring to S1 only. So here S2 dot area na, it will call, you see here, I am putting in the comment line, it calls method, area method in shape class. Why? S2 is referring to S1. S1 is an object of a S1 is an object of a shape class. So that comes to the next line. Next, S2 is equal to R. Now, S2 is referring to R. What is an R? R is an object of a rectangle class. And next line you see system.out.println area of a triangle. Sorry. Then it is T. It is T. This one is R. So S2 is referring to T. T is an object of a triangle. I am telling system.out.println area of a triangle is S2.area. Now, which area method will be called? Now, it will call the method in triangle class. Will call the method in a triangle class. Okay. Y means S2 is, you see this line, S2 is referring to T. T is an object, sorry. Okay. T is an object of a triangle class. Okay. So here if I am calling S2 dot area, then it calls a triangle method, area method which is present in a triangle. And next S2 is equal to R. S2 is referring to R. R is an object of a rectangle. So here I am calling S2 dot area. So which method will be called now? Here it calls a method in rectangle. So that's why we are saying same object, same reference object S2. It calls a method in different time, different method it is calling. First, it is calling the area method which is there in the shape class. Next time, same object calling the method which is there in the triangle class. Next time, same object call the method which is available in a rectangle class. So same object behaves differently in different situation. Do you want me to execute this program? Say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Only Deepthi is attending. Out of 110 students, I think Deepthi only responding to me. So it means she only attending classes, what all others are doing. I'm going to call by name hereafter. I'll be keeping a name list along with me. Then I'll be calling you. Yes or no also you people cannot able to tell what it is. So wait, I am copying it into a compiler, online compiler. Whether the online compiler is visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Same program only I copied here. The only thing which I'm doing here is public I have to add by the class which is having the main method, there I should add public. So I'm executing the same program which I explained now, and shape S2, it is showing an error, cannot find symbol shape S2. So you see shape, whether I have given small letter or capital letter for shape. Okay, my class name is
Small letter,
small
ma'am.
letter, but here it is a capital. So now I have corrected that, and now you see what's the output which I am getting on the right side. Area for shape is undefined, area is 0, 0. So first time when I call the area method, it will come and execute this one. Okay, so here what I'm having, area for a shape is undefined and return 0 I am giving. Okay, so it returns a 0. So that is displayed. And when I call the second time, it executes the area method which is there in the triangle class. So here half BH will be executed. So when half BH will be executed, I'll have, what's the value I have passed? 10, 8 I have passed. So 80 by 2, it is a 40. So triangle, area for triangle is a 40. And then when I call the third time, I'm calling the area method which is available in the rectangle. For rectangle, what value I passed? 9, 5. Okay, 9 into 5, how much it is? 45. So I'm having an area for rectangle as a 45. Is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So next we are going to see about the object classes, abstract classes and method. So I will say object class and methods first. Then I'll go for object class. Sorry, I'll say abstract class and method first. Why means there is a relationship between the program which we have seen now and the abstract class program. Okay, same program only with the slight changes are there. So I will explain the abstract classes and methods first, then I'll go for object class, then final method and class. Okay. Okay. So what is an abstract class and abstract method? Means an abstract class is a class. It will be declared as you are defining any other classes. In addition to that, you'll have the keyword abstract. So if you have specified any class as an abstract class, then you cannot create an object of that particular class. You cannot create an object of that particular class. For example, you are creating a shape S1 is equal to new shape of 10, 10. So by using new keyword, you are assigning, you are allocating memory to the object. Okay, that is not possible. You cannot create an object for an abstract class. So abstract class will looks like this. You see here, I'll be using the keyword abstract before the class name, before class keyword. So abstract, this class I cannot, it is an abstract class, I cannot able to create an object. I cannot able to create an object of this particular class. Okay, abstract class cannot be instantiated. Instance means it is an object, so cannot be instantiated. Now you cannot able to create an object of an abstract class, but for an abstract class it can have the subclasses. Abstract class can have a subclasses. Okay, and abstract method, you can have an abstract method like a normal method. You, by adding the keyword abstract, you can have the abstract method. So when you are specifying any method as an abstract method, it means there won't be any implementation. There won't be any implementation. And you can declare, but there will not be any. You will be having, you see here in this line, I am putting the semicolon here. No implementation. You will not put any code within this particular abstract method. You cannot do it. For an abstract method is a method that is declared without an implementation, without the braces and followed by the semicolon. So you cannot have any code for this particular method. So as a whole, abstract class means a class which cannot be instantiated, but it can have subclasses. Abstract class cannot be instantiated. That means object cannot be created for an abstract class, but abstract class can have its subclasses. Okay, abstract method. You can declare a method without implementation. If you are declaring an abstract method, means there won't be any implementation. Just you will put the semicolon. There won't be any implementation for an abstract method. So we are going to see take the same example as we have seen in the last one. So shape class. So here what I did, I have added abstract keyword. So I made the shape class as an abstract class. So for a shape class, I cannot able to create an object. An abstract class can have abstract method, or it may not have the abstract method also. Okay. So in this case, shape is an abstract class. It has one abstract method. You see here, abstract double area. As I told, abstract method cannot be implemented. You cannot implement the abstract method. Okay. Other things are same. So class, abstract class shape, I have declared two variable and one constructor I am having. Okay. And one abstract method I am having. Area is an abstract method in the case of shape class. Shape class is an abstract class. Is there any doubt with this? Is there any doubt? Unmute
No,
and
ma'am.
tell.
No,
Now,
ma'am.
rectangle, class rectangle extends the shape. Rectangle is a subclass. It is extended from a shape class. Shape is a superclass. And I'm having one constructor for the rectangle. I'm calling super A comma B. It means I'm calling the superclass constructor by passing the value A comma B. What is my superclass here? Shape is my superclass. It calls that constructor. And I'm having the method double area. Method overriding is there here. Okay. But it is a normal area method. It is not an abstract. So the method which you have specified in the superclass as an abstract should be implemented in the subclass. Remember this point? In the superclass, if you specified any method as an abstract method, that should be implemented in the subclass. So in the shape class, shape is an abstract class. There I am having the abstract method area. Okay. Rectangle is a subclass of a shape. So I must implement area method. I must implement area method. Why means that area method is an abstract method in my superclass. So being a subclass, rectangle must implement the area method. So here I am saying inside the area of a rectangle, it returns a dim1 into dim2. And similarly for a triangle, class triangle, it extends a shape. So as I told, in shape, I am having the one abstract method area that should be implemented in a triangle. So that is implemented here. So it returns dim1 into dim2 divided by 2. Same thing. So you see another class which we have seen, shape demo. Here I am having the main method. And I'm creating an object of a rectangle class. I am creating an object of a triangle class. You see here, I have not created any object for the shape class. I have not created any object for the shape class. Why? Shape is an abstract class. I cannot able to create an object of an abstract class. Okay. Here you see shape S2. It is a reference object. It is not an, if I am using new, then only memory will be allocated. Here, just I am creating a reference object. Reference object is differ from a normal object which you are created with help of new keyword. When you are giving new keyword, that time only memory will be allocated. So this shape S2 is a reference object that I will be using to refer to different object of a different subclasses. Okay. And S2 is referring to R and then S2 dot area. Now it is calling the area method which is available in a rectangle class here in this case. And next time S2 is referring to T. S2 is equal to T. T is an object of a triangle. And when I call S2 dot area here, it calls the area method which is available in a triangle class. The concept are more or less same, only with the slight changes. Here we are having the keyword abstract, abstract class, abstract method. In the superclass shape, shape is an abstract class, and there we are having a method area. Area is also a abstract method. Here you see that is a difference. Here in the shape class, it is an abstract, and here method, area method, it is an abstract method. This is the one change with the superclass. Okay. And here and all the coding more or less same, same only. Okay. And then triangle, same code only. I have added system.out.println, that only. If you want to remove it, you can remove it, no problem. This line, if you want to remove, you can remove. Just to specify that it is there within that particular class. I have placed that line. If you don't want to have that, you can remove. And what change I made with this main method? So I have not created an object of a shape class. So that is shape S1 is equal to new shape of 10, 10. That line I have not used. Why means shape is an abstract class. I cannot able to create an object. I cannot able to call a abstract method also. Abstract method in the shape class cannot be called. You cannot able to create an object, so you cannot call. We not even implemented that in the superclass. Only that two changes. There is a change in the superclass. There is a change in the main method. All other codes are same. So if I am executing also, first I will be getting the area of a here area for rectangle. Then I will get the area for triangle. Only that changes. But the definition, you have to give proper definition, and the same program with the slight changes it is there, that you have to understand right. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt with this?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. I will go for an object class. So what is an object class? Object class is the easiest one only. It is a small topic. Okay. Object class means it is a class which is available in Java compiler, and it is a super class for all other classes. It is a super class for all other classes. And in a Java compiler itself, there are many classes are there. Yeah, like a scanner, we have created a scanner class. Many packages are there. Each package has many classes. Okay. So all those classes are subclasses of an object class. Object la O capital. Class name. It is a class name here. Remember, object class. It is available in Java compiler. Object class is available in a Java compiler. Already it is there in the Java compiler. All the classes which is provided by compiler, Java compiler, are the subclasses of an object class, O capital. Okay. And whatever the class which we are defining as a programmer, as a user, we are creating many classes. All those classes are subclasses of an object class only. Is there any doubt with this? Is there any doubt? Now we have created a shape class, triangle, rectangle, many classes. All those classes also subclasses of an object class only. And already Java compiler has many classes like a scanner, and though that also a subclass of an object class only. Is there any doubt? Can you understand what is an object class?
Yes, ma'am.
And some of the method which is available in the object class, okay, that methods are listed here. Some methods which is available in the object class is listed here. Object clone. Clone is a method name. It is going to return object. It is going to return object. So clone is a method name. What is the use of clone? Clone is a method that is used to create a new object that is same as that of another object. Cloning, every one of you knows. If you want to create a one object similar to other object, then we will be saying that as a clone. Similarly, clone method is used to create new object which is similar to a other object which is already exist. Okay. And another method is equals. Equals is a method that takes object as an argument and it returns Boolean. So what for it is used now? Equals is a method that is used to determine whether one object is equal to another object. If two objects are equal, then it returns true. If two objects are not equal, then it returns false. Okay. And finalize method. We have seen finalize method in the garbage collection. So whenever you are trying to destroy any object, when the garbage collector want to destroy some object, before destroying, it executes a finalize method. Finalize method is present in the object class only. So finalize method called before an unused object is recycled. Okay.